got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the German Muscle channel. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys the top 10 common problems with the 3 Series BMWs. So I'm getting all of my information off of Europarts.com because they are the ones that wrote it. So no, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just felt like making this video for anybody that is looking to buy a BMW, or if you have one, all of this stuff to look out for and add to your parts list, because eventually these parts will fail. So number 1 says cooling system failure, leaks plastic components. The E46 cooling system is full of plastic fittings, clips, and reservoirs that have a habit of cracking, causing major problems with coolant leaks and depressurization. Europarts sells a kit to replace all the key failure points at once and includes genuine, made in Germany, Rowe coolant to flush the system when done. The number for Europarts.com BMW E46 3 Series cooling system refresh kit is 100K10097. Now we're going to go to number 2. Weak rear shock mount. The rear subframe, the shock mount, is another area that could use a little love. Europarts sells a part that reinforces the rear shock mount and is straight from BMW. The rear shock mount reinforcement also fits E30s, E36s, and Z3s as well, and fits on top of the mount on the interior of the car. The original design focuses on the bottom of the mount where the weight of the car sits, but has no emphasis on the top. This makes unloading the suspension potentially hazardous to the other side of the shock tower. So number 3 is tail light failure. As an intermittent tail lamp out indicator on your dash could mean a few things, but hands down the most common failure involves the circuit boards inside of the taillights. This is so common that we made a complete kit to replace your components with updated parts, including a wire harness that is more than capable of handling the heat and current of normal usage. Then it says, I wrote a DIY blog on the subject, which you can blah 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 blah. Number 4, crankcase vent valve failure maintenance. Positive crankcase ventilation system is meant to separate the oil out of oily stirred up air that pressurizes the crankcase of the engine due to piston blowby. The hoses and separator therefore see a lot of action when it comes to hot oil, which can build up inside and cause problems. Due to this, the PCV system should be considered a maintenance item and replaced regularly in order to prevent sludgy buildup from clogging oil vent pathways. Number 5, torn front axle boot, front boot failure, XI all-wheel drive models only. The front boot on these cars are notorious for having problems, especially with the CV joints and related boots. These problems are associated with lowered cars, so it's important to pay attention to the CV axles on your all-wheel drive model. If you catch it early, you can get away with just replacing the boots. The boot isn't super easy to replace because in order to do so you must remove the axle. However, replacing both axle at the dealer can run you more than $1,700. Replacing 4 CV boots, each axle has an inner and outer CV joint, will cost under $100 and a few hours of time. The CV boot numbers are 31607507402. The more common to fail in the inner is 31607507403. So number 6, M3 camshaft gear bolt failure, S54 only. The S54 engine has been known to have the cam gear bolts break. It is recommended to have these replaced every 30,000 miles at the same time as the valve adjustment. If one or more do break, there will be catastrophic engine damage. We sell a kit with all the necessary hardware, 100K 10240, that comes with the necessary Loctite thread locker. Number 7, engine oil filter housing gasket. As with many soft engine gaskets, the oil filter housing gasket part number 0816965 is a common failure point. This gasket will harden over time from the heat cycles produced by the engine and oil contaminants, causing it to leak. If you see oil on the driver's side portion of the engine block near the oil filter, you know the gasket is leaking. Depending on the size of the leak, this may also cause the low oil light on the dash to illuminate. We have seen instances where this leak will cause the belt to slip off and jam into the main seal behind the crank pulley. Number 8, rear subframe bushing failure. Like mentioned above, the rear subframe takes a lot of abuse in these cars from lateral movement. Besides the subframe itself, the bushings take a ton of abuse and substantially wear out. When the bushings wear out, it will cause clunking and banging and accelerate wear on the subframe itself. Aside from the subframe, reinforcing it is a good idea to make sure your bushings are all fresh to keep the car from hammering and banging itself apart. The key bushings to look at here are in this kit we put together. 100K 10187. Number 9, rear spring failure. The rear springs are notorious for breaking on the bottom coil where it sits on the control arm. This is due to the fact that water and road salt will collect in this area and corrode and weaken the steel springs, causing it to eventually break as it compresses. The rear springs for rear wheel drive models are 06165. The rear springs for all wheel drive models are 06254. Springs can be tricky sometimes. If you have questions, don't hesitate to contact customer service. I'm not going to put their phone number in just because whatever, you guys can look all this up and get all the information that I'm reading for yourself. Number 10, Driveshaft Flex disc center support bearing failure. Driveline vibration, which can be felt through the body of the vehicle, may hint at a worn flex disc and support bearing on the drive shaft. The main function of the flex disc is to absorb vibration, and as this item wears, it transforms those vibrations throughout the chassis of the vehicle. If left unrepaired, the disc will actually start to tear and can damage the pinion flange on the differential. Worn center bearings will heat up and bind, which will prevent the drive shaft from rotating freely and can cause catastrophic failure. So that is all that I have for the top 10 common problems for the 3 Series BMWs. So if you guys are looking to either buy a 3 Series BMW, which is an E46, I think from 98 to 2006 is the year models that they was made, or if you guys have a 3 Series BMW, this is what you guys are going to want to watch out for, because these parts may or may not break as you own the car, but just be aware that they may break down on you and it can be pretty costly. So I will go through and put the price of every part that I mentioned, so that way you guys get a better understanding, just in case you guys have one of these cars and that part is broken on your car. You guys will know how much it costs to fix it, or if you guys are going to look at a BMW and it has one of the parts that I named off broken on it, you guys will know how much it will cost to fix it. So anyways, that is all I have for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them down in the comment section below, and smash that subscribe button. Also turn on your post notifications bell so you guys never miss a video. And that is all I have for this video. Peace.